How long are you looking to tell estimated 140 to 180,000 Tennesseans on January 1st when the Medicaid expansion becomes effective that it's not happening for them?
Well, as y'all jump in anytime you want. I mean, the governor has, and I believe I've been a part of some of these discussions. He has weighed this out carefully. He wanted the ability to create a plan that would be unique to Tennessee and meet Tennessee's needs and have a way to save money, and wasn't granted that from the federal government. And so I believe that the governor has made the right right decision for our state.
What do you think, Representative Ford?
I would add to that it would be an easy decision for us to go ahead with the federal government paying for all of it, and let future legislators and governors worry about paying for it a few years down the road when the bills come in. And they're going to come in, and they're always bigger than the federal government estimates. So it would be an easy short-term political solution, but long-term I don't think it would be good for the state, for future legislators, and for future taxpayers. And we've got too much of that going on in Washington, and people don't want us to do that in Tennessee.
What about the people that aren't covered right now? What do you say to them?
Well,
and as you know, I've written several articles about this. I feel passionate that expanding Medicaid would be an economic mistake. And so, granted, Andy's numbers, 180,000, maybe suffer because they don't cover, but in 2 years, we as legislators will have to come back to the state of Tennessee and ask 6.5 million people for more of their money. And so our charge is to do what is best for the most in the state of Tennessee, which makes financial prudent decisions. And that's the course that we will take in the House.
With the bigger picture though, don't you see, I mean, with the hospitals not getting their money like what apparently promised, and our unemployment rate kind of staying where it is right now, the 8 point something, where the national unemployment rate's like 7 point something. Do you feel like we're kind of at a standstill here in this state all of a sudden as far as the economy? I mean, do you think that's playing a role in any way?
When you look at Medicaid expansion, the bare bones minimum it will cost the state in about year 3 is $200 million. It's probably closer to $250 million, if not more. That's money we just don't have. And so we're being guardians of the taxpayers' dollars by not committing to something we don't have the money for.
Is there any talk that you all might do anything extra for hospitals, like Vanderbilt, like others that are suffering under this because we aren't taking part in Medicaid expansion?
Well, I think you see here in Nashville, Vanderbilt taking some very difficult steps in reducing its staff, and I know that's difficult for Vanderbilt to do. It's in my district, but it was necessary, and I think all hospitals are going to have to reevaluate their business plans, and they are businesses, and they will have to reevaluate their business plans. It's not to say we're not sympathetic, we are, but I think what you hear clearly from the General Assembly is that there are a lot of good things we would like to do. We'd like to spend more money on education. We'd like to spend more money on environmental issues, but at some point you have to step back and say, this is all the money we have and this is how we're going to allocate it, because we are never going to be Washington, D.C. We're just simply not going to spend money we don't have.